And welcome back to I'll be honest, I don't even know what part we're on. I will make sure to know the part when I click on, you know what, I can just check really quick. I should do this prior to the video starting, but you know what, sometimes you just forget. I think this is part 10. I think that's what we're on. It's either part 10 or part 9. I want to say part 10. It could even be part 11. It's somewhere in there, which turns out it's part 17. What? No, it's part, 1 second. We're almost there. There we go. Part in, I don't need that. I don't need my, wait a minute, we're on part 10. Okay, so, yeah, part 10. So anyway, part 10 of What If Bardock and Gine Had Gone to Earth with Goku. Last time on Dragon Ball Z What If, they had just defeated Universe 6, barely, winning Vegeta the prize of gloating over his brother Champa, and giving Champa, the big baby, his planet Earth back. But we still have more to go, because now we go into the Goku Black arc. And that arc will start out about the same. Trunks ends up in the past, sees Goku. Now, he knows Goku was still alive, excuse me, still alive by the end of the series. So he's not surprised to see Goku is there, but he still reacts thinking it's still Goku Black, and just, whoa, Trunks, what's going on? It's like, Goku? Dad? Wow, now Goku? Vegeta? And he still accidentally says it. Dad, Vegeta, and then Bardock goes, what's going on? He's like, yes, it's like, what's going on here, boy? And then he explains to Sarah, another Kakarot. Oh, something I can actually have a chance at again. Another shot at Kakarot. And it's like, who is this boy? And then Beerus meets Trunks. You get that whole interaction. So he tries out Goku, and Goku goes Super Saiyan 2, and they're brought equal. Goku doesn't have Super Saiyan 3. They just pretty much bypass it at this point. But Goku does have Super Saiyan God, and he shows that off. It's like, what's this pressure? And just beats Trunks' ass. And then Goku Black shows up, and it's like, all right, I guess, no, Kakarot, he's mine. Look, I may have come to terms with our relationship over the years. I might not like it, but I come to terms with it. But I now have a shot to beat your ass a second time, Kakarot, and I'm not wasting that. And Goku's like, oh, come on, we get to spar all the time. Not the same thing, and you know it. It's like, I need this for me. So Vegeta's like, yeah. So it's Vegeta who just steps away and shouts it. It's like, he'll do you good, son. Remember how you were able to beat him? You had me and Vegeta fight him first, so you were able to pretty much figure him out. So this will probably do you good long term, because we don't know if Vegeta will be able to handle. And Goku's like, I don't want you, Vegeta. I want Goku. Yeah, right. Because you're afraid you can't even stand against little old me. That's right, Tiny. It's like, oh, you bastard! And then go toe to toe. And initially he can take on base form Vegeta. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan though, and immediately presses the edge. But again, even Goku with Super Saiyan 2, while he had the dominant advantage in the fight, Goku Black was still able to come back fighting still. So even Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, while pummeling him, and really not relenting until, he has a moment to glow, just, all right. So that's the power I see a Saiyan has, a Super Saiyan has. Well, and then raw powers, let me show you mine. Then he gets sucked back in. Damn it, we'll meet again, Vegeta, and you too, Goku. And see you soon, Trunks, and then disappears. So they go to the future, and I think it is Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta the first time around. Bardock says, I should be going. Well, there's not enough room in a time machine, Dad, and or Kakarot anyway, as he's not. I keep saying Super Saiyan. Actually, yeah, it's not the Goku Black arc, it's the Kakarot Black arc. So I really should be going, yeah, but you can't fit in there, Dad, and there's only so much room for all of us. Put me in a capsule or something. That's a good point. Wouldn't that be easy travel? I mean, you're just sitting in a container. Container gets small. You're still small. So it should work, theoretically. If you can store food in there, then it should work. But it's like, and besides, if things get rough, and we possibly don't come back, we're gonna need you here, Dad. So just stay here and keep the homestead down. It's like, but bro, we can help. You can then. Seeing Jinsei, and Rad's even stops like, no, Jinsei, they need to go. We'll be fine here. So I've heard some people say, Rad's kind of gotten the shaft in this, or not shaft, but I've kind of just
put him to the side. This isn't like when Raditz turns good or Rad's centric story, where he is the main focus of the story, or one of the main focuses. Raditz was a main part for a little bit, and because there's just so many individuals in the story now, he does kind of get relegated to a bit of a back character. He's still there, he still participates, but it's just not the same. Anyway, they go to the future, and Vegeta goes Super Saiyan Blue, and that does go about the same. Gets his ass handed to him. Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue, and they go toe to toe. So the first round of the fight goes roughly the same. No one pulling out any stops or stunts or anything like that. They go back to the past. They learn the Mafuba, and everything along those lines. So and Vegeta does some serious training. This time, though, Bardock does convince them to take him along with them. And they, show up again. But this time, Bardock is there. Now, if I remember correctly, there were... I'm trying to remember. Were there 3 times or just 2 times that they went to the future? Because I remember Trunks getting to, the rage form and then, them getting out of there. I want to say it was 3, but we're only going to mitigate to 2. Because I can never remember how the 3rd time went versus the 2nd time. Because it all kinds of blends together a little bit. But anyway, Zamasu says, oh, yes. He's like, you want to know what happened to Chi-Chi? And then Goku's like, or Kakarot's like, well, what happened to Chi-Chi? I killed him and your son Goten. He's like, Goten? But no, but Chi-Chi's not my wife. And then Goku Black's actually looking and says, what are you talking about? They were right there with you. I knew it. The thing about alternate universes and alternate timelines is, Goku Black, well, he'd know him as Goku. That's the thing. Goku Black, and it's like, why do you keep calling me Goku? My name's Kakarot. It's like, what? Why? Oh, your Saiyan name. So you chose to go by that, then fine. But the thing about alternate timeline is multiverse theory's a bitch. So he did take a Goku's body, an alternate Goku's body. Unfortunately, it's Goku from a timeline where, the main canon timeline. And I could have made it with Goku with a tail, but it's more fun this way when the realization, wait, what? And then he realizes that, yeah, Goku still has his tail. Wait, what? I'm married to Bulma. It's like, well, we killed Bulma. And then when he says that, because remember, this timeline is different. Because he knew about it, but the fact is, Kakarot didn't process the Kakarot that Bulma was dead, because this is not the same Bulma. But he says, well, I killed Bulma, your wife as well. And she's screaming. And then, he taunts him, and Goku just, I will never forgive you! And then Kakarot just, boom! Basically, it's what he did. He fought, it was 2-on-1, and he was actually pressing them pretty hard. In fact, the thing about Zamasu versus Goku was I always bring it up, Zamasu wished for an immortal body, but that didn't raise his power at all. In fact, Goku pretty easily bitch slapped him a bit. Just, we got behind him. And I love that scene where we're just looking straight at Goku Black and just hits Zamasu in the face. He does it again. So this time, just that Saiyan rage plus the Zaru power that's kind of with him as well, just raging out, and he's really beating on Black quite a bit. And Goku Black and Vegeta, and then Vegeta's like, he's mine, Kakarot, and then Vegeta just takes Black's like, I got Zamasu, and they go in, and Bardock and Trunks are, Goku and Trunks are, Goku and Trunks, Bardock and Trunks are, I just lost my train of thought because I just heard someone calling for something. My sister's here. It's Moses. We're having a nice dinner. So I was trying to do this video between them. I may have to restart it. I don't want to, but I might. So Bardock and Trunks are there, and they're trying to help out with future Bulma or past Bulma, get the time machine settled and sorted and help out. But shenanigans. And then eventually, the Zamasu and Goku Black, he's Goku Black in this case, turn into Fuse Zamasu and, start to overwhelm the group. So now Bardock gets in the fray as well. So now it's Bardock, Trunks, Goku, or Kakarot, and Vegeta all trying to take out Fuse Zamasu. And they have to use all their power. Father, Son, Kamehameha, Father, Son, Galagun, Gavian, Kamehameha combo mixed together. And they are able to push it back. It does end roughly the same route, though. And then, obviously, Gowasu and Shin show up, and they give him the Plutara. Now, the question is it Goku and Vegeta, or Goku and Bardock? Let's be honest here. Which one is it? I think for the sake of fun, it would be Goku and Bardock, because they're father and son. They've worked together for years. They know each other in and out, and the bond is strong with them, which makes the fusion stronger. They even said the way your relationship works with whoever you're fusing with, the better. Like Vegeta and Goku made a better fusion than, say, Goku and Gohan, because of the rivalry between them. But father and son also makes for a strong bond as well. So you would get Kakarot and Bardock as Vegeta, so Bardocko, Bardocto, or Bardock, Kakarcock. I think I'll go with Bardocto. Kakarcock. Kakarcock. God. So Bardocto was born in Super Saiyan. This is Super Saiyan Blue Bardocto. And then they're pressing him. Now, would they be stronger than Vegito Blue in the canon? They're probably equal to Vegito Blue. But they have the advantage of still having their tails. So they're pressing hard against Zamasu. It's going about the same. However, at that point, they realize that they need to go all out. And because Bardock's part of the fusion, he can create the false moon, throws the false moon up there, and turns into Super Saiyan Blue. Grade ape, blue grade ape, God, or I say great blue God ape, Bardock. It's like, dear Lord, and because it's them together and they've been trained for so long, they generally have control in their Ozaru form right now, at this stage in their lives. So they just grab Zamasu there, and Zamasu at this point cannot get out of there, and just blasts. And they just basically create a giant energy beam, or energy ball, and just have him stuck in there, just frying his body, just condense it, and then just blast him into eternity. Unfortunately, we know that doesn't work out. The fusion ends up wearing out, and then Zamasu comes, and they bring out the Omni King, and everyone gets the hell out of there, and it ends up going about the same. Now, I think I actually get this whole video out. Finally ending this What If and starting a new What If next Sunday. Oddly enough, for the week of What Ifs. Perfect timing. So everything works out fine. They go back to the timelines, all that. So you cut to the tournament power arc. Now Goku has his kids. He's got Bra. He's got Gohan. I can't remember. Did they give him Goten or did they give him Bra? I think I gave him Bra. And I don't believe Bulma would be pregnant in this case. I think Bulma, there's nothing to do with that. And even so, I think Kakarot would still go and fight. So you have Goku. I think you get Bardock, and Vegeta will probably go. So you get the three Saiyans on the team. Vegeta probably gets Basil, and he pretty much handles Basil pretty handily. Also, you get Bardock probably handling Lavender, but having trouble with him just because of the poison. He wasn't expecting it, but using his experience and knowledge, because he's far older than Vegeta or Goku, he's able to handle them. Goku handles Bergamo, and then the Topo thing goes about the same. So basically, we fast forward to them actually recruiting people for Tournament of Power. Now, this roster is not going to look the same as the other roster. This is going to be Goku, Vegeta, that's obvious. Bardock, clearly. Raditz, you're going to have Gohan. I think Jinsen's still young, but he'd probably be a good candidate. He's in his 20s, I think, at this point. So that's 7 right there. Or should be 6 right there. Then you'd probably be able to convince Krillin, 18, Roshi, and Tien, probably. I think 17 doesn't join. I actually think they don't need to convince 17 to join. And Tien's more than willing to, go and do his thing. 17's just busy on his island. So it all works out. There's no Frieza, and there's no Boo. So they go, and the tournament... Now, the tournament does change, because you will get change. I mean, Goku and Vegeta, and maybe even Bardock, quickly take out Universe 9. I think that's goes about the same. You get the Krillin and 18 stuff. That happens as usual. There's no Frost Frieza matchup. So I do think... Here's the thing. Because there's so many Saiyans in this tournament, I do think Frost gets kicked out pretty early on, just because of his similarity to Frieza, and because they know he's a dick. And so when he tries to get involved, no, they quickly take his ass out. Krillin still gets knocked out first, then Tien and Roshi, and then followed by Roshi. I do think that order still stays the same. Although, actually, I gotta take that back. I don't think Tien would be involved. I think Piccolo would be involved. I think that would be your likely candidate. So actually, no, there's no Tien. which actually means they do have more trouble with that sniper. But I think Jinsen might like pull a sacrifice move and take him out. So because technically speaking, when you take the humans out, Jinsen's probably the weakest candidate on the team. But you would still get Khalifa trying to be like, oh, yeah, show me what you got. And then it's like, yeah, you're funny, but no, or maybe we can do this another time or something like that. No, show me now, old man. It's like, oh, man. Yeah, and then she, tries to attack, doesn't work out. So Goku and Khalifa have their clash. Vegeta sends, you have the Kale incident. A lot of this actually still goes the same, just with different characters. It's not until we get to the Roshi being knocked out and Krillin being knocked out and then taking out the sniper, because we know that Piccolo and Krillin also know the multiform thanks to their fight with Nappa. We do know that, so they can use the multiform. And I think Piccolo just sacrifices like his multiform clone is still going. So nothing really changes up until we get to the whole Jiren fight. We get the Jiren fight, and Goku gets his ass kicked again. But then it's Bardock who quickly comes and gives his son some energy, and he's good to go. It probably gives him a little bit more energy just because, Goku's the strongest one they have, and it's father and son, so it gives him a little bit more energy. So he's still pretty okay to go. He can even go into Super Saiyan at this point. The Universe 3 bots try to take him on, but then Khalifa goes and takes on Goku. Goku fares better against them, but that whole thing goes the same again. And you get Ultra Instinct Goku. Meanwhile, Piccolo unfortunately does get kicked out from that whole Daemon and, oh god, what was the name of the blue thing? Well, no, Daemon was the one that kicked him out. That was the one who got him knocked out. Oh god, what was the name of the little Pokemon-looking dude? I can't remember. So essentially, nothing's really going to change up until we get to the Aniraza fight, because 18 sacrificed yourself to. At that point, I'm sure Jinsen, Piccolo, Roshi, and Krillin would be knocked out. So you would still have 18 Raditz, Vegeta, Goku, or Vegeta, Gohan, Kakarot, and Bardock in the team. I do think 18 would sacrifice herself to save one of the members who's going to get knocked out, who's more important, she feels is more important, maybe Radz or something like that. And then I think Radz probably actually makes a sacrifice play because, he's probably feeling his power's running out, and that is the one who knocks out Aniraza. But he knocks himself out in the process. So you have Gohan, at the end you have Gohan, Goku, Bardock, I keep saying Goku, it's Kakarot. You know what I mean. Kakarot, Bardock, and Vegeta. Now, because you had 17 Vegeta, you had it on there was 5-on-3 last time, now it's 4-on-3. So Vegeta and Goku are taking on Jiren and losing terrible. Well, doing the best they can. You have Bardock and Gohan both individually trying to take on other fighters. So Gohan's trying to take on Dispo, and Bardock's pretty much he can pretty much handle Topo. The thing about that is, I don't think we would see God Destruction Topo, because the reason he shed his justice is because Frieza fought dirty. That was the really thing, and he just forgone it because, well, honestly, what's the point of carrying on my justice at this point and all that crap? Because in Vegeta calls like, you're just a guy who can't even hold on to his own pride trooper. He just stripped it away. And Bardock I think can easily manage Topo, because at Super Saiyan Blue, and if he has to, creating the artificial sun or the artificial moon, he should be able to handle them pretty well. So I think he does manage to beat Topo. And he's able to aid Gohan, but unfortunately Gohan's just like, take him out now, what are you doing? And they basically knocks out Gohan, who takes out Dispo. So it's Bardock, Vegeta, and Goku and Kakarot versus Jiren. And basically said, this guy's tough. I don't think we can beat him as we are, guys. And it's like, who asked you? It's like, well, please, I'm Vegeta, the greatest. Then Kakarot's like, Vegeta, get over yourself. It's like, how dare you, Kakarot? And he's like, and then basically both Bardock and Goku is like, look, we all tried to take this guy on. I'm sure Bardock even tried at points to it. And it's like, we've all tried to take this guy on as we are, and we couldn't do it. We've still got one ace left in the hole. The question is, will it be enough? Because if this fails, Dad, we've got nothing else in us. And I was like, I know, but what other option do we have? It's like, you ready, Dad? Ready. He's got the moon ray and just throws it up. And Jiren's like, then boom. It's like, what is it? Is that? And all the evidence is not a moon. Everyone's just like, they're doing it. Then they turn into Osaru, Super Saiyan Blue God, or Zaru form. And even Jiren's just like, okay, their power just went up high, a lot higher, like multiplied 5, 6, 10 times. And then, you got this, and Jiren's just still cool, pretty much calm as cool as a cucumber, but this is essentially like Goku Kaioken times 10ing it without any real issue. And he's still, he actually does have to put a little effort because these guys are still fast and strong, and they're faster and stronger, so he does have to put some effort in. Unfortunately, he does forget at one point about one of their tails as he's punching one of them away and just gets boom, boom. He's generally fine, but he actually grunts a bit because he felt that. Just gets up and just uses his eyes, just blasts him away, and then just blood. It's like we don't actually have to beat him. And they basically are now standing on some flying debris that's happened, thanks to the whole tournament. Just or more or less they're holding onto the base. Just, Kame, and Jiren actually does have to stop this blast. Actually, have to try to stop this blast. He stops it relatively easily, but with the amount of effort he's putting in, but he has to stop it. But quickly he realizes that that's not what they were aiming for, and now he's just kind of stuck, kind of like what happened with Goku and Jiren's fight in the final fight, where he's stuck on that little piece of earth or a little piece of arena. He's now kind of stuck on this little piece of arena that's pretty far away, and he'd have to he can't fly. Granted, he can propel himself with his energy. We know that. So they're just like, no, and then he just propels himself with his energy, blast him again, but he's getting through, and he just boom, knocks him down. They all basically revert back to their human. It's like, oh crap. It's like, we tried. It's like, we can't. The universe. And yeah, well, actually, all we have to do is outlast them. Remember, it's the team that has the most fighters at the end. It's like, screw that. I'm kicking his ass. So Vegeta's trying. And Vegeta gets knocked out. It's like, the last of my energy goes to you two. And then boom, they both are ready to go. Just power up. The best they can, and then Bardock gets knocked out, unfortunately. But again, he gives lots of his energy to Goku, which gives him a pretty good leg up, and he just... And eventually, Jiren overpowers him, and you get basically the fight with Goku as a Super Saiyan, it's Ultra Instinct, and that fight goes about the same, except, Goku is... I think has a bit more power just because of who he is in this version, because of his tail and everything. So he's more or less beating Jiren as he did, because Goku won that fight. Legitimately, he won that fight when he mastered Ultra Instinct. It's just it ran out time-wise. And ultimately, though, the difference here is that Kakarot, despite, respecting him and all that, he knows what's on stake. I don't think he lingers. I think he does take out Jiren in this case. So it is Kakarot who wins the tournament power, just as it runs like, and then falls down. And it's like, what is your wish? And then I think they make the wish to bring the tournaments back, or the universes back. They do make that wish. So fast forward real quick to Super Saiyan Broly. There's not much to say. Super Saiyan Broly, Super Broly, Dragon Ball Super Broly. That doesn't really happen in this case because there's no Frieza around. They might try to bring him back, but it doesn't work in this case. He tried to come back and it failed, and they just can't bring him back again. So at least not without intervening, or God intervenes, or God's intervening. So, yeah, Broly kind of just sits on that planet with his dad. But that is the end of What If Bardock and Gine had gone to Earth with Goku. We're ending this on part 10. So it means now Sundays will be a completely new What If. I'm going to actually have to look in the book to see what will be next on the list of What Ifs. And obviously the week of What Ifs is coming, not this week, but next week, so keep your eyes out for that. Till then, though, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know, do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Superhero Magic, What If, anything you can do on the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. Same stuff as usual, John Wick, and The Sun is also a Star with the reviews for this week. I keep saying it. I'm looking forward to Sun is Also a Star. Not because I think it looks good, because I think it looks like trash that's used to manipulate you into bullshit, and I can't wait to rip into it. Who knows, though? Maybe I'll be shockingly surprised. Until then, though, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you folks next time.